It's easy.
Netflix. All the movies you want, only $17.99 a month, and no late fees.
The idea of a streaming service is great. For a couple nickels a month, you get to watch every show and movie with no ads. It would be stupid not to buy that, but no streaming service really fulfills that promise. Netflix would have to be paying me $15 a month to watch some of these dumbass movies. Back in my day, I think it was around 1932, Netflix was $8.99 and had everything you could ever watch. Nowadays, to watch everything you want, you'll need some of the big boys, like Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, HBO Max, Disney+. That's about $17,946 a month. And somehow every third show you want to watch isn't even on any of those. Streaming services can remove episodes of shows they deem unfit for modern audiences. The Simpsons episode Stark Raving Dad was removed from streaming in 2019 because Michael Jackson voiced a character in it, and 4 30 Rock episodes have been removed from streaming because of a character wearing blackface. Instead of being censored, they easily could have used the Disney warning to show that this wouldn't fly today. Especially because Disney has made a lot worse. The subscription you pay for doesn't give you ownership of the content, just access. Streaming services lose the rights to shows, and then they bounce around the other services like ping pong. Sometimes the rights are even down to the seasons. The Pokémon anime is a great example, and luckily Dunkey has a great clip for this one.
You start off on Netflix, then swap over to the Pokémon streaming service, which is the only place that has Season 2, then swap over to Prime Video for Seasons 3 through 5, swap to Freevee, then Hoopla. Season 13 is only on Amazon though, then swap to Tubi, then Hulu, then Roku channel, and then finally back to the Pokémon streaming and then Netflix. Easy.
And if you ask me, this really does sound like a bunch of hoopla. Shows and movies can also be removed completely from streaming, which gives the streamers a tax break and lets them stop paying residuals. In 2023, Disney Plus removed Willow, their original series, only 6 months after releasing it, leaving no legal way to watch it. If these shows or films never got a physical release, they can end up becoming... The Library of Congress estimates that about 75% of silent films are completely lost to time. There are 2 main contributors to this, one being that the film used back then was highly flammable. But the second reason for this is that media preservation has never really been a common idea. In the 20s and 30s, people didn't think films would last as a medium, so it makes sense that they wouldn't take care of them. But this mindset continued far after the introduction of film. Because videotape was expensive before the 90s, networks would sometimes just record over pre-existing shows, which essentially would erase them. I think everyone agrees that it would be nice to have access to every movie and show ever made, but you might not understand why preserving them really matters. Film is an art form, and preservation of art is extremely important. You can think of collecting physical media as obtaining historical documents. With this important historical document, you can look into the mind of the director, learn about the culture of that location, and learn about the technology that created the film. The best way to preserve media is to buy it physically. Whether it's DVDs, VHS tapes, cassettes, or CDs, you are actively preserving the media by owning it. But what if you don't care about being the guy who preserves the media? There's other benefits to owning physical media. No company can decide to remove your access to a DVD. Plus, you can support the creators directly and fund their future work. Unfortunately, old or rare things can typically cost a lot. But you know a building is free and has a lot of physical media? Either your local library or robbing a GameStop. Libraries have way more than just books, and if you get a card and check things out, they get more funding to give you even more free stuff. So what can you do to get away from this awful streaming model and help preserve history? You can start by canceling subscriptions so you aren't getting your money's worth for. You can buy vinyls to support your favorite artists directly and listen to the music in the highest quality. You can buy DVDs to truly own your favorite movies and watch them whenever you want. But why do you specifically have to do this? You might not think you make any difference as an individual, but all the power is just in you. If you do something you believe in with true confidence, others will follow. Some people spend years figuring out how they can make real change in the world, when really you just have to buy Shrek Forever After on DVD.